Now it's recording. Nobody can. Sure. Sure. Nobody can hear you, so you don't have to worry about your voice being on the tape, but they can hear me. Okay. So let's continue. Let me share my screen with you and show you this worksheet again. So I was talking about the infinitive. So the infinitive is just the Grundform, like to dance, to eat, to talk. And here you have to be, will be, and was. First, let's say, what are these three words in German? So be, will be, and was. What are those in German? Also sein, sein, werden. So will be, sein, werden, and waren. So be, I always say that the Grundform, like the infinitive, is always like to be, to dance, to lernen das. And normally, or sometimes it is like that. I like to dance, right? You can take I like to dance and you can change it into a noun. So you can say I like, und jetzt ist es eigentlich ein Nomen, I like dancing, right? So tomorrow, this is your tip here. It begins with, of course, a time, and it's telling you tomorrow. So tomorrow be, you can use the infinitive if you're talking about a verb and then the infinitive. But in this case, there is no other verb. And here you have the infinitive. Yes, there's a verb before. It's a modal verb. And so possible, tomorrow, was. And of course, you can see these two don't work, right? Because tomorrow is in the future and was is in the simple past. So let's talk about a couple more. Let's talk about took, has taken, and will take. What are these in German? What is took? But erste Vergangenheit? Yesterday I nahm, yeah. So I took, I nahm, right? Has taken, so this is the participle, Partizip. What is that in German? Habe in diesem Fall. Oder has, it's a bit weird. It's almost like he, she, it has taken, so hat genommen. And what is will take? Yeah, wird nehmen. Very good. So I, and then something happens, a cake to school. Okay, we see a tip here, right? This is a hint. It says tomorrow, so you know it has to be something with the future. Notice that when you're writing, if you're writing with quotation marks, like what somebody says, you can see here as an example, the people are talking, so here it says open quotation marks at the top, not at the bottom. This person says something, blah, 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 blah. Then you have a comma, then you have the closed quotation marks, and here is a space. And of course, just like in German, the Redebegleitsatz, like what the person says. You have a different option to say what somebody says. Ich gehe sogar davon aus, dass ihr weniger halt so schreiben werdet. Stell dir mal vor, ihr müsst nämlich ein Bild beschreiben. Ihr seid ja in der Prüfung und ihr müsst halt dann irgendwas wiederholen, was jemand gesagt hat. Jetzt möchte ich bitte wissen, first I will take, I think we understand this because of tomorrow. Wie könnten wir das dann wiederholen, und zwar ohne Anführungszeichen, also beziehungsweise ohne Quotation Marks? So wir müssen nämlich den Satz umformulieren, ja? How can we write the sentence? Let me write in the chat first the sentence like how it is, just like we see it. So like the perfect answer. And then I want you please to think about how can I do this better? Just give me 3 seconds. I want to make this a bit smaller. Can I do that? Oh, why are you not getting smaller? Okay, doesn't matter. So I'll type it very fast. So I will take a cake to school tomorrow. So you're describing a picture. This person thought this. So you can say, she thought. Und jetzt möchtest du es halt ohne Quotation Mark schreiben. Wie kannst du das wiederholen, was sie gesagt hat oder beziehungsweise gedacht hat? Whoever, it doesn't matter. Lily? Yeah, very good. She thought she would take a cake to school tomorrow. So I wrote it into the chat. So, that's a good question. Let's say if we're talking about will, let's do he will eat pizza at his friend's house. So I'm typing in the chat, he will eat pizza at his friend's house. So he said he would eat pizza at a friend's house. So if it's will, then it changes to would. Weil ich kann es nur so erklären, ich sag, ich werde was machen. Das ist aber nicht hundertprozentig sicher, obwohl ich dann vielleicht, ich könnte euch dann überzeugen, ja, ich werde das machen. I will go to Berlin. Right? Aber ob das wirklich vorkommt, weiß man halt nicht. Nur ich habe das dann vor. Und im Endeffekt sagt man, ja, er sagt, er würde das machen. Ja, ich weiß aber nicht, ob es passieren wird, aber das gibt er halt an. He said he would eat pizza, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so if it's will, it goes to would. Let's try now a sentence where it looks different, so not will. Let's do quotation marks. Matilda has blonde hair. Who said it? Let's say Lucia said it. Or let's write screamed. Screamed Lucia. I don't know why she said that, but okay. So Matilda has blonde hair, screamed Lucia. Okay. So Lucia. How could we say this sentence but without quotation marks? Almost. Lucia screamed that. Very good, because you already have, it's like a das Satz, right? Sie sagte, Komma, das, aber auf Englisch ohne Komma. Lucia screamed that. Matilda, nicht has, sondern had, that she had blonde hair. So, I know, it's strange. So, to be fair, if you wrote Lucia screamed that Matilda has blonde hair, I would accept it. It's not the worst right then, because she still has blonde hair, right? If, let's say, Matilda has a purse on and a robber comes, like a thief comes, and he steals her purse. And maybe she screams, he has my purse, right? So this is what she says, he has my purse. Then is es ja ganz klar, said Lucia, no, said Matilda. Give me 1 second, let me just see, it just rang. Can you try to change, he has my purse? That's what she said. Can you try to change it? I'll be right back. All right, so how would you put that? Said that he had her purse. So in this case, I would not accept that he has her purse. Das ist in der Vergangenheit gewesen. Sie schrie, also damals schrie sie, dass er dann halt, das hat auch gestimmt, er hat das dann gehabt. Aber jetzt nicht mehr, das ist nicht mehr in der Gegenwart. Indem das dann in dem ersten Beispiel Matilda has blonde hair, because she still has blonde hair, I would accept both. You understand? Matilda says that. Okay. So Matilda says, und das, jetzt ist es anders. She says that. Das wäre nicht in dem Moment, wo er das gekaut hat. Das wäre jetzt, wiederholt sie das und sie sagt, hey, this guy has my purse. Also das ist schon danach. And then I could say, hey, guess what? Lily, Matilda says, also jetzt, ja, oder sie behauptet immer noch, ja, Matilda says that he has her purse. Yeah? So if you're talking about a picture, let's say like you're on a test and you're trying to describe the picture, like a speech bubble, what the person says, then you can say, you're not quoting, you can quote. You can say, the woman says, comma, ba 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 ba. Or you can say, the woman is saying that, also in diesem Moment sagt sie das, weil das halt ein Snapshot ist. The woman is saying, I'll type it out. The woman is saying that the thief stole her purse. The thief stole her purse. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes and no. So the first example with Matilda's hair, she has blonde hair. Indem dass sie immer noch blonde Haare hat, könnte ich, wenn du das wiederholst, könnte ich beide nehmen. Ich würde tatsächlich, let me see, I would take Matilda. Lucia screamed that Matilda has oder had blonde hair. I would take both. Aber das ist nur, weil sie tatsächlich noch blonde Haare hat, weil das eigentlich stimmt. Sonst müssen es. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, yeah. You can say. Oh, I see. So you can use the present tense or you can use the simple past, but you need to stick to one of them. So I could tell you a story and I could say, oh my gosh, let me tell you, girls, I had the craziest thing happen to me. Yesterday, I woke up, I couldn't see, also alles erste Vergangenheit, ja? Oder I could say, hey girls, let me tell you what happened. Und jetzt seid ihr dann eher mit mir, so neben mir. Ich versuche das dann in Gegenwart dann auch zu erzählen, weil ich möchte, dass ihr dann so ein bisschen miterlebt. So, first, I wake up. Get this, I can't see. So, I blink my eyes, also immer noch present tense. I blink my eyes and I rub my eyes, still nothing. I go to the bathroom. So, im Endeffekt erzähle ich, was dann in dem Moment passiert, dass ihr dann eher in meiner Nähe seid. Oder ich könnte, wir sind ein bisschen weiter weg. Und dafür ist vielleicht die Sprache ein bisschen einfacher zu verschönen, finde ich. Also ein bisschen so zum Ausschmucken. So, it was a really difficult day and bla bla bla. Und dann kann ich dann das so ein bisschen beschreiben, weil das ein bisschen weiter weg von mir ist. Ja, da würde ich, ja, you can, mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, cool. Let's do 5 more minutes. I don't have so much time today. So, shall we talk more about verbs, or do you want to do a bit more with like time, like since and for, or do you want to talk about anything else? What would you like? Yep, ja, ist nicht schlimm. Wo meinst du? Ich habe das immer wieder dann reingeschrieben im Chat. Mhm. Let's. Mhm. So wiederholt, nur halt dann ohne question, quotation marks. Meinst? Ja? let's do a couple more sentences. Let's do one like something that somebody says. So let's do one that's in the present tense. What the person says is in the present tense. So this soup is awfully hot, cried Sinja. So this soup is awfully hot, cried Sinja. No comma at the end, but yeah. This soup is awfully hot. Then I have an exclamation point and then closed quotation marks, comma, space, Leerzeichen, cried Sinja. So cried ist in der ersten Vergangenheit, weil ich das erzählte, und zwar irgendwas, was in der Vergangenheit passierte. Aber in dem Moment, was hat sie gesagt? Sie sagte, this soup is awfully, really, very, extremely hot. So now we need to say it again. And let's say Lily heard this, and Matilda says, hey, what did she say? And Lily, what would we say for that? I mean, it doesn't need to be Lily, but so Lily says, Sinja said, so I would take is or was awfully hot. But if it's really exactly in this moment, Sinja is in the other room right now eating soup. Oh, this soup is awfully hot. Like, come on. You know she's like still suffering. It's happening right now. So in this case, I would take Sinja said that the soup, you know, like Matilda saying this, or Lily or somebody. What did she say? Sinja is saying, or Sinja said, that the soup is awfully hot, or that the soup was awfully hot. You can say both. In this case, I would take is or was, because it still is. Like with Matilda's hair, her hair still is blonde. But you can also frame it with, what did she say? She had said that as like, in the past tense, it's also okay. So let's do it now where Sinja speaks in the simple past, right? So she says, this class was difficult. No, it wasn't Sinja. All right, this class was difficult, said Sinja. Okay, how do I rephrase this? Sinja said, yeah, she said that the class was difficult. In this case, you cannot put is difficult. She said the class was difficult. Es mag wohl sein, dass sie dann tatsächlich immer noch denn diese Klasse, wenn es in als Kurs dann so bezeichnet ist, also dass der Unterricht an sich dann schwierig ist, könnte auch weiterhin so sein, aber trotzdem wiederholen wir das, und zwar in der ersten Vergangenheit. She said the class was difficult. It could be one class, like today we had 1 hour of class, or it could be like the class in general, right? But still, you cannot say the class is difficult in this case. Okay, because she says it was difficult. Let's do an even more difficult one. Let's say, this has been so much fun. So, said Matilda. All right, this has been so much fun, said Matilda. So Matilda said that. Übrigens, man kann meistens that hier auch weglassen. Ich würde empfehlen, ihr schreibt das Sätze trotzdem mit that und ohne Komma. Aber rein theoretisch hätte man genauso gut bei allen Sinja said the class was difficult oder Sinja said the soup was or is awfully hot. Kann man schon weglassen, aber übt es bitte erstmal mit that, bis ihr dann that beherrscht. Ja? So, Matilda said that. Yeah. So this has been so much fun. She said that that was really fun. I would take it. I would also take Mathilde, und jetzt Achtung, has been, noch weiter in der Vergangenheit. Nicht has, sondern had been really fun. So let's look at these two sentences. Mathilde said that, also das Satz, Doppel-S das. Mathilde said that, und statt this, weil das halt noch weiter weg ist, das ist weiter weg von dir, this wird automatisch immer zu that umgewandelt, oder these wird automatisch zu those umgewandelt, weil das ist nicht mehr in deiner Nähe, das ist irgendwas, was sonst jemand wann anders gesagt hat. Ja? So, Mathilde said that was really fun. Geht tatsächlich. Vielleicht ein Stück schöner wäre Mathilde said that, das Satz. Und statt this, that. She said that. Und nicht has been, sondern had been really fun. So let me explain just as a last thing between have been and has been. So ist gewesen, something like that, right? Und dann war, like even more in the Vergangenheit. So I am playing with you. We have a garden hose. We're both, all four of us are all or five of us are all very wet. And then I say, oh, this has been the best day ever. Has been. Inklusiv, also heute auch mit jetzt. Yeah, it has been. If I want to say, like, it's the next day, or, let's say it's the next day. So we had a lot of fun. I'm spraying you with hoses. We're all wet and, right, it's funny. And then I say, hey, that had been, or maybe even further in the past, right, like many weeks later, oh, that had been the best time of my life. Like, there's a time frame. And in this time frame, had, like, I'm putting it even further in the past. Not including now. Das hat nichts mit heute zu tun. Deswegen nicht has been, right? Like, let's say we are good friends. We have been friends for a very long time. But now we fight. Like, so let's say we're not anymore. And then I say, I'm talking to Kiara, and I say, oh, Kiara, like, let me tell you, we had been really good friends. So, es gibt ein Zeitfenster. Aber jetzt, das hat nichts mehr mit jetzt zu tun. We had been really good friends, but then, let me tell you what Mathilde said, right? And then we fought, und so weiter. You know what I mean? So, difference between has been and had been. Had been ist noch weiter in der Vergangenheit, beziehungsweise ohne jetzt. Das ist ein Zeitfenster, noch weiter zurück. Ihr müsst es nicht perfekt jetzt verstehen, aber überlegt es ein ganz kleines bisschen. So der Unterschied zwischen so ich habe gesagt und ich hatte gesagt, zum Beispiel. Yeah? I have to go, guys. I hope that you have a beautiful day. I hope you learned a tiny bit. And it's okay if you do not understand everything. You really do not have to understand everything the first time. But you hear it once, you hear it again, and right? Okay? Alright, guys. Yeah, no worries. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next week in, like, real life. Yep. See you guys. Bye.